Hello, everyone. This is TTP Chats, and the topic of the day is as men, we need to grind for our success. So, basically, this is simple. It's just that's what life is can be very simple if you just keep it that way. It's not really that hard. People try to overcomplicate things and try to make it like this overly complicated thing where life is difficult. It's not. All you have to do is this. It's a simple process. As a man, right? If you want to achieve the success that you want to achieve, the first element is hard work. The second element is grind. The third is having a plan and executing several different plans, because all plans probably not going to go the way that you want it. It is what it is. Plans can change. Plans can vary. But the point is the grind, right? You have to grind for what you're looking for the success that you want. Excuse me. As a man, you try to shortcut the process, guess what happens, right? You're going to get shortchanged. Let me repeat that. If you try to shortcut the process, you're going to get shortchanged, basically. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to success, right, it varies from different people, right? People are going to say, oh, this just because a young man may have achieved this success a lot quicker than another man who might have taken a while. At the end of the day, right, it is what it is. So the timeline of success varies from different people. And then also, you don't even know. You got to focus on your own individual success and be happy for the next guy who achieves success, because having the abundance mindset is it's not just having an abundance of resources, or just having the mindset of seeing everybody, wanting to see everybody win. Now, is everybody going to win? It all depends on the person. But at the end of the day, right, when you grind for the success you want, you got to be locked in, right? All the distractions, all the other nonsense that may come your way, it is what it is. It's nonsense, right? At the end of the day, right, the key is this. You got to focus on what you're looking for and what you want to achieve, right? As a man, right, when you're on the grind and you're trying to achieve the success, the basics, elements of really being successful, basically is being an established man. I mean, that's just the centerpiece, right? So when you're grinding and you're over here working hard for your success, that means, to put it simply, that means you're working on establishing yourself. And as a man grinding for a success, it's basically meaning telling everybody else and telling yourself that you're working on getting yourself established, getting yourself right, right? A lot of men's out here, people gonna say, you can sit here and they try to compare their situation to everybody else. They try to focus on everybody else. They try to pocket watch. I don't have time for that. And the people and men who are out here really grinding for what they want to achieve, running up the M's, they don't have time for that neither. They're going to wish everybody the best. God bless. He achieved that success. Cool. Because everybody don't know, excuse me, because the timeline for everybody's individual success is different. As long as you achieve it, that's all that matters, right? Yes, plans can change. Some plan may fall to the wayside, but guess what? Another plan B comes awry, and plan can be successful. You have multiple plans. You got multiple opportunities. Life is an abundance. Make the most and seize the opportunity. When you're grinding for your success, you're not worried about another person's success, right? All you're just worried about is the journey, getting to the destination, right? You have a date with destiny. So when you're grinding for your success, you're working hard to establish yourself as a man, right? And especially before you get a wife and kids, you're working hard to get yourself established so you can not only be established and grind for success, right? But be established and be prepared. By being established, you're preparing yourself for your wife and kids, as well as achieve grinding out and working hard to achieve the success that you are looking for, right? Most guys in this day and age are not really focusing on grinding on their success. They're kind of trying to live vicariously through these different celebrities and these idols that they look up to, which is BS, right? And they're not really trying to get themselves established because they're focusing and pocket watching other people. But you shouldn't have time for that. It's nonsense, right? At the end of the day, you're focusing on another dude. You're not really trying to worry about yourself and getting yourself right, getting yourself established, grinding on your own success. And that's how you fall into a situation where, unfortunately, you in a situation where you fall to these different distractions, where you fall to these different situations where you got all of these things, right, that you're not, and you're involved in all these things that you're not prepared for. Like over here wasting your time hooking up and dating when you're still living at your folks' house at 40. Hey, that's your choice. It is what it is. It's your personal choice. Me personally, I can't do that. But you over here focus on, living at your folks' house 40, dating a woman that has 5 kids, and then you over here complaining because she said you do all this for her. You're worrying about, all this money you spend and blah, 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 blah. And even though you made the choice to spend the money on her. And then that just shows that money can't buy love, While you're over here wasting time, you're doing that. You could have just focused on your time, getting yourself ready, grinding for your success, establishing yourself, working hard to achieve the things that you want to achieve, whether you want to own a business, whether you want to be a music artist, but be independent though, truly independent. Don't sign for anybody else. Whether you want to be a top tier athlete or something, again, be independent. You want to be a content creator, create content for YouTube, Rumble, stream. It doesn't matter. Go out there and grind for it. Go out there and do it. If you want to run up the M's, run up the millions, right? Travel the world, go out there and do it. Grind for it. It takes time and it takes hard work and it takes planning. All right? Do not focus on the nonsense, right? Because at the end of the day, right, if you're 40 years old and you're complaining about, this woman that has 5 kids and she said you're not providing nothing, and you're over here whining to your homie talking about, I put all this money in investment, all that just tells me you just try to buy her love, bro, right? If you truly cared about her and you truly spent the money just to be generous, just to be nice, just to treat the woman good, the money that you spent ain't really, ain't gonna really mean anything to you. Stay away from distractions. Have this sense of tunnel vision and focus on grinding for your success. In other words, focus on, as a man, getting yourself established. So that way, right, you can prepare for your wife and kids, and also at the same time working hard to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Thank you.